So I want to talk to you about lessons from the dance floor. If you know me, you know that dancing is, hello, who's here? Say hello. Hi, Diana. Oh, do you love to dance, Diana? If you know me, you know that I love dancing. I've loved it my whole life. Hi, Brooke. Fam on the mic right now. So I've loved dancing my whole life. I wasn't talented at dancing or skillful. Hi, Michelle. Excuse me. Let's see if I can get this through. So I wasn't skillful my whole life. You do love to dance, and Michelle, I know you love to dance too. But I always loved it, and dancing was part and is part of my medicine. So I've been taking some really sexy bachata and salsa lessons. Yay, you love to dance. Woo! And I want to give you some lessons from there. Hi, Sam. So as a leader in bachata and salsa, I am coming to dance tonight. Woo! And I'm so excited. I have a seminar in a few minutes and then I'm coming to dance. Hi, Candace. So I've been taking some really sexy salsa and bachata lessons. I discovered about 3 months ago that as much as I love to lead, and I lead a lot of things in my life and I'm all about that, I love to follow. I love to follow on the dance floor. I love the surrendered state of being the recipient and the receiver. So I'm going to talk to you about first leadership and owning your voice, because just like on the dance floor, these lessons apply in your life, and we all have that masculine and feminine energy. So, you know, whenever I'm in dance lessons and we kind of, the women will go from partner to partner to partner in practice, and so, they'll actually come to you, but the men oftentimes express like not wanting to be forceful or pushy or scared to come across like they're really pushing their way. But guess what happens when they're not leading, when they're not certain in their movements, when they're not then as a woman following, or as the person following, male or female, it becomes really, and ladies that have danced with partners vouch for that. If you follow someone who doesn't know how to speak with certainty where it is they want you to go or what's happening next, you can feel like a hot mess. Totally. On the other hand, bachata is new to me, and I got to dance with our amazing instructor here in Dallas on the floor, dance floor. And you know what? I didn't even hear the music really, but I looked like a professional dancer, professional bachata dancer, because he was so certain in his leadership and so clear in his leadership that my body looked, and people were watching and pointing. And by the end of that dance, I was like, whoa, I just got off of a ride. I looked amazing and like I knew what I was doing, even though I didn't. And I got to totally relax and be the passenger. And so how this speaks to life, I'll talk about the certainty first, then we'll go in following and receptive mode, is that whenever you are not clear about who you are, when you are not clear in your communications, when you doubt yourself and walk on eggshells around the people around you, when you have, does anyone deal with people pleasing? I mean, I was a people pleaser for a real long time, y'all. And here in Texas, we do that a lot. It's almost a way of being. It's almost, it can be part of our culture. So whenever you walk about with that uncertainty, oftentimes you think that you're behaving this way to be kind, to be thoughtful, not to hurt anyone's feelings, but oftentimes you just send blurry signals out, so people don't know who you are, what you're about, what you stand for, what you're wanting even, and it's all guesswork, and that leaves you in a place of like being a victim till you may or may not get what you want, you may or may not communicate, you're not fully or you're not understanding others, they're not understanding you. Does that make sense? So I just want to remind you of, when it comes to owning your voice, when it comes to leading in your life, when it comes to asking for what you want from those that you love or those that you work with, it's not a leader on the dance floor that's pushy and forceful. That's no fun. But a firm guidance, a firm clarity, a firm certainty is so sexy. And it doesn't matter what that leader looks like on the dance floor. He could be young, old, fit, not fit. If that leader is, or she, if they're leading with that certainty, the experience for the follower and the experience for those that are watching have such, it's incredible. It's beautiful to watch. It's so sexy. And as the follower, you feel elevated. You feel guided. You feel cared for. And so take that into your life. That's lesson number 1. And I'm definitely applying all these to mine at all new levels. That be clear, be certain, let your yes be yes, know what you're trying to say, and say it, not in a forceful way, but stop being a people pleaser and filtering everything that you're saying about yourself and your life because guess what? It's just confusing. It's not clear. You don't get what you want. Other people don't understand what you want. They're not fully prepped to give you what you want. And once you are clear, those that want to step in, whoa, baby, they're going to step in and love your space. So now the receptive mode. Hi, Zach. I want to talk about that. So I said I love, 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 love following. And this speaks to what it is to be in our feminine energy and in the flow with the universe, is when you're receiving, when you get to be the follower on the dance floor, it is all about sensing the tiniest movements of your partner. Hi, Deidre. Sensing where they are trying to guide you. It is a receptive mode, and it's a very sensual place to be because you're attuning to the smallest things, not just to the music, but mostly you're attuning to your partner if you're doing this well, and you're paying attention. Hi, Nicole. You're paying attention to which way they're leaning. You're paying attention to where they're trying to guide you. And what is so beautiful about that is it brings you into another space, both in heart and mind, if you surrender there. One is the state of surrender, the state of flow, and with a good dancer, which the universe is the best dancer, God is the best, Spirit's the best dancer to be interacting with, you get to be a part of the magic. Like this dance that I had with my dance instructor. Literally, I just got on the floor, the music began, and it was like I was the observer. My body was doing all kinds of things because I had a great leader who knew how to move me in incredible ways. And by the end of the dance, I felt beautiful. I felt cared for. I felt proficient. I felt like I knew what I was doing. Hi, Craig. Hi, Nicole. And so that lesson speaks to when it comes to you being spiritually guided or guided by the universe to your highest and greatest good. It does require a certain level of just surrendering and just listening. That's what we talk about in meditation, or the listening side of prayer. Just being in this receptive mode and trust. You got on the dance floor, you've got to trust that your partner's gonna take over. You've got to give up trying to take over, and you'll mess up the dance if you try to take over and turn yourself, or, and there are certainly moments when you have your full freedom of expression, but this, whether you're male or female, absolutely applies to how we show up with our spiritual desires, with what it is that we're wanting when we're looking, when we don't know the answer that's next, when we don't know, for some people how Christmas is going to come, when you don't know, I know someone who got laid off recently after 30 years and has children, in those moments where life isn't really making sense, or there's something that you want so much, you're tired of being in relationships, you're ready for your love, or your marriage isn't working. Thanks for the love, thanks for the likes. If you can move, just like on the dance floor, to that trust, to that surrendered state that is like, I'm surrendering to this dance, and then to the sensitivity of where are we going, and now what, really attuning to those tiniest little inklings and receiving, feeling it, feeling the music of life, feeling it in your body. You will be led and held and cared for, because the universe is a great leader. Spirit is the highest leader, and your highest self knows exactly what is next for you. You'll find rest. you'll find that you're not just grinding, going. You're receiving. And in that receiving state, you are able to receive with grace and with love that next, what's next for you. And to be real, though that is the powerful outcome, the outcome is a more graceful dance, receiving exactly what you need, feeling surrendered and peaceful, getting to see the magic of what happens when you trust and allow yourself to be led. But more important is in the moment, that surrender, that trust, that peace running through your body versus fear, not certain, force, go, make something happen because I'm so anxious. You know, they're two totally different states. And one of them is going to serve you. And one of them sounds like a beautiful life. It sounds like living from a nourished place. And the truth is that though we create games for ourselves where we have new goals in fitness, new goals in love, new financial goals, new travel goals, new parenting goals, new and we live for that kind of progress in a lot of ways. The truth is life is happening moment to moment, and the quality of your life and the way that you experience your life, how you manage yourself moment to moment, right? Like, why do you go for these goals? We go for these goals because we think we're going to get something, we're going to feel better. But the truth is you've got to take this moment, like the one we're having right now, and find your way to peace, find your way to love, find your way to surrender, to trust, to divinely guided, to at ease. And when you learn to do that, the outcome, the biggest outcome, is that you have a life that is predominantly full of feeling held, feeling safe, feeling loved, feeling trust. And then the tangible, practical things, because some of you are like, I don't want to just be emotionally happy. I don't want to be happy with where I'm at. I don't want to, because then I'll never, well, that's bullshit. It's not true. In fact, the outcomes of choosing to allow yourself to have that, you know, we have these fake stories about, I've got to suffer my way there. I've got to suffer to the good stuff. But the truth is we only delay the good stuff coming and our grandest ideas coming when we're focused on suffering first. So when you allow yourself the peace of moment to moment, the love in the moment, the now of a great life, what happens is your mind is clear. You can actually think, you're thinking from a great space, not from fight or flight or freeze. You're thinking from a nourished place. So then your next actions about who you interact with, where you go, what you say to your child, your parent, your friend, all of that is coming from that well of goodness. So you're going to make better choices. And then what happens? You receive better outcomes. People receive you better. You align with and attract in exactly what it is that is for your highest and greatest good. And here's another profound and powerful thing is people will become addicted, hi Marcus, to your presence and your personality, because guess what? We are vibrational beings, hi Eddie, and everything that comes out and in your environment feels a certain way. It has a certain energy to it. So it either feels like, woo, pumped up or peaceful or anxious or scattered, or, you know, it has an energetic, we're energy, you know, there's an energetic pocket that comes with every communication and we are communicating all the time. You know, you are source energy happening, you're God happening. So when you are managing your energy in that way, when you're managing your day-to-day, I mean, we've already said so many amazing benefits, people become addicted to being with you and you become magnetic, charismatic, sexy. You become this incredible space for people to be in, because guess what? Everyone wants peace. Everyone wants deep love. And when you are deep love, when your container is filled with it's surrender, with peace, with trust, with joy, with all of that, then when you're out in the world, that's how your space feels. It feels cozy. It feels like a drink of, yes, that's what I'm looking for. More peace, more love, more joy, more of that higher frequency, that vibration. And so So you'll find your sphere of influence and your power to influence, hi Maria, increasing when you do this. So I'm telling you all this to say that number one, your first and your peace, your well-being is worth it. And those moment to moment to moment to moment to moments all strung together, that's a day, a week, a month. It's your life. So you're worth it. But having these extra outcomes and understanding them, sometimes knowing we're worth it isn't enough. You know, logically, sometimes we don't take it all the way in. So think about, mull on these outcomes and let me know which ones stood out to you the most. And if you're feeling my energetic pocket and frequency and you're ready to align, attract, and attain more of your own life's desires and expression and the gift of contribution that you are and that you're here to be, reach out to me, private message me, let's book a call. I'll do a heart chat with you and give you some strategies exactly about where you are. And that's complimentary. And I'll also share with you ways that you could work with me privately or in group. We've got amazing things going on. So I love you. Have a beautiful Friday and talk to you soon. Bye.